everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on the Super Friends, issue number 28, Halloween comic review. Now, as you know, the Super Friends was a Hanna-Barbera series that was much like the DC animated universe. And the cover you've got is the Super Friends against Etrigan, Swamp Thing, Bizarro, Solomon Grundy, and Man-Bat. And let's get on the story. It starts off how, at a big costume party, the Wonder Twins, Zan and Jana, are saying, "I can hardly wait for midnight to come, Zan." And see the surprised look on everyone when we unmask by turning into our real selves. And what's interesting is that they do see Bruce Wayne and Dick in their regular costumes, so I get it, it wouldn't draw suspicion, but people could easily put 2 to 2. And Jimmy Olsen also is at the party as well, but isn't a real werewolf, but took a potion and that, and hopes to get a kiss from Jana. And pretty much everyone danced in the night, and everyone's like, "Midnight! Everyone unmask!" And turns out people have got their costumes stuck on, and the person responsible is Felix Fust, saying, "I am Felix Fust, the world's properest master of sorcery." And he even points out about the gems that he wants, and even says that he'll only unspell them once he gets the gems. So Batman and Robin try and tackle them and end up through the door. Everyone else says, "Real magic or not, we can't let Felix do this to our dates. He can't stop all of us if we are monsters attack together." So Felix has them under his control, and Jimmy Olsen manages to get them out just in time, and John has little control over magic and turns into a cat-bat hybrid and flies off to get help from Wonder Woman, and Jimmy Olsen gets Superman to help, and turns out Jimmy Olsen is aware of Bruce and Dick Grayson's identities, but doesn't know Superman, but he points out that it's for the best, and they basically see Batman and Robin beaten up, and says, "Phew, that Flux character really packs a wallop. I was hoping our surprise charge would catch him off guard, but it backfired." And Aquaman and Wonder Woman show up. They think about getting Sartana, but they point out that Sartana's dealing with a case of her own. So before Dick Grayson goes Reloy Jenkins, Batman mainly wants to investigate what Felix Fust's plans are. And just as they charge in, the guests had basically turned into monsters. Swamp Thing, Bizarro, Man-Bat, Solomon Grundy, and Etrigan. So basically, they have to deal with the counterpart saying, "Must kill Batman!" First said Banter, remember? And so he tries to charge at him, but these ones are just as tough as the real things. And even Superman has a hard time trying to deal with Bizarro, even saying, "This guy even thinks like Bizarro. Everything comes out in reverse. Thanks, you, me, do it, to show me, go no hard feelings." And so they pretty much get their asses whooped to them. Even Aquaman has to deal with Swamp Thing, but gets beaten as well. And Robin figures out that this Man-Bat isn't at all like a pro like the real one, and basically ties him down but gets knocked around like a rag doll. So Wonder Woman has to deal with Etrigan, but points out that her bracelet can't deal with basically inferior flames, and even uses the lasso to hold Flux down. So turns out that Flux's plans backfired, and doesn't realise that Jimmy Olsen isn't really wearing a costume, and sees the Giant's Batcat form as an omen, and even what seems to be death. So Jimmy Olsen sucker punches Felix first and knocks him down to the ground, and the Wonder Twins deactivate, and everyone is pretty much back to normal. And the Dates also wonder what happened to Batman and Robin, and Batman's like, oh, we found them and got them out of harm's way. I have a feeling they'll be back any minute. And yeah, ending the story. So I think the story is not bad. I think they never do explain what Felix Faust's plan to get the diamonds are, and the story feels like, yeah, it would. I guess the writer probably realized using Sartana would have been a bit too easy. So I think the story deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.